Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and this video definitely needs more cowbell. So where is music heading these days? I mean, for me it's really hard to say. You have everything from iPods to Idol to Gaga. And as a person who really appreciates music, I really don't know what to make of all of this. Or maybe it's just because I'm getting old. But when it comes to me and things that are attempting to come out and make a real splash in my eyes, I tend to sometimes find the new innovative bands, but most of the time these days I just see myself going backwards to the bands that I loved growing up. And that's the nature of the video today. I want to talk about two albums that recently were released this year that I have purchased. The first one I want to go over today is Science and Faith by The Script. Now, Science and Faith is a great album, and if I'm not mistaken, and I really hope that my facts are right here, The Script is the first big band to come from Ireland since the Cranberries. And if you are watching this video and you have no idea who the Cranberries are, get over to your local store that sells albums or iTunes or whatever and purchase the Cranberries' greatest hits. I mean it. So the first album of The Script, which came out last year, I mean, it was definitely innovative. It was a very interesting blend of melodic vocals, good musicianship, guitar-wise, bass-wise, drum-wise, what have you. And there was also some hip-hop thrown in there. But while the music was definitely something different, the songs themselves were just a little bit blah. I mean, their biggest hit was Break Even, and that was a good song, but the rest of the album was just so-so. But then I get Science and Faith, and the new single comes out, and it is a song called The First Time, and it pretty much just sounded like the first time the band came around. But then I heard the rest of the album. Mind blown! Thank you, Dodger. Subscribe to her channel, it's press heart to continue. So the second album is absolutely incredible. They definitely took their positives from their first album and really just had them go straight through the entire record. And I'm going to take this right now and take a look. The great songs on this album, there are some that do stand out, but the album itself is just a great listen straight through. It's very melodic. It's got songs like Science and Faith, which is the self-titled track, If You Ever Come Back, Dead Man Walking, and Nothing. For the First Time is actually their weakest song in the bunch, but it still is a good song. And what I like about them is this whole mood is like very therapeutic. Like, it's not so hard, it's not so soft. And the message that the songs bring are, you know, with all the hardships and frustrations that people have these days in everyday life at this point in time, you've always got to look towards the positives and just know that good things are coming around the bend. So, Science and Faith, a strong sophomore album by The Script. I highly recommend that you pick it up. The second album I want to look at is this one. Yeah, the Foo Fighters are back, and I have been a Foo Fighters fan ever since the first album and the first single, This Is the Call. Dave Grohl, to me, for a long time, has been one of the most ingenious and hardworking men in rock and roll. And if this album, Wasting Light, could not be any more rock and roll, this album was recorded in Dave Grohl's garage in his California home. It was recorded on analog tape, no digital stuff. And he even brought Chris Novoselic back. The last time you ever heard that name was in the band Nirvana, which Dave Grohl was a part of as well. And if that's not rock and roll, man, I don't know what is. This album, Wasting Light, has some amazing songs. Pure, unadulterated rock and roll, balls to the wall, what have you. This album encompasses everything that rock and roll is. The sound, the lyrics, the screaming, you name it. This album is just flat out awesome. Probably the best song on this one is their first single, which is called Rope. Rope is the best song on this album, and it's a very good offbeat song with drums in it and guitar riffs, which are just out of this world. And what makes this band lineup so great is that it's still the original lineup from the first album. And they even brought the original second guitarist back into the band. I highly suggest that if you just like pure unadulterated rock and roll, Wasting Light is probably the best Foo Fighters album since Color and Shape. And that is a very hard album to surpass. As a Foo Fighters fan, I would know, because that is their best album. And that's what I wanted to bring to you guys today, so I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Put your comments in the box below. And before I give you guys a question, I want to give out two specific shout-outs. I want to thank Priestess Roarbug, who I seem to be thanking a lot lately. But this time she did something that she really didn't need to, but she went the extra mile. You guys have probably seen my Top 5 Simpsons voice reel, and she really didn't have to, but she put it on her Facebook fan page, on her Twitter, and I've gotten some new subscribers and I've gotten some new friends out of this, and even though I've never actually had any real-time dialogue with her, I have to say that she is definitely one of my very good friends in YouTube right now, and I'm hoping that, this will help me grow, and I'm hoping to even do some collaboration work with her as well, and many new people that I meet along the way. The other person I want to plug is Ego Raptor. Most of you guys are video game fans. So if you like video games in general, from old school to new school, Ego Raptor is one of the big animation guys in the YouTube community and in Newgrounds. He puts these unbelievable, hysterical parodies of video games on his site. They are just a hoot to watch. And his newest one is something different, innovative, if you will. He compares the original Castlevania to Simon's Quest. It's a 7-minute video, so it drags a little bit, but he puts his own Ego Raptor spin on it. So if you've seen his awesome compilation, you will definitely love the video Sequelities. And I will put a link in the box underneath my video. So the question that I want to leave with you guys is, I'm not a fan of hers, but the biggest thing in music right now is the fact that Britney Spears is still going on her massive gargantuan comeback. So I've heard so many amazing things about her new album that just came out. If some of you have actually heard it or even purchased it, I'd like to know what you guys think about it. And I gotta say, I'm really happy that she managed to pick herself up and realize that she used to be something great, and now she's really returning to that iconic stage in her career. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys soon, and remember, actions speak louder than words.